Welcome to Souped Up Recipes. Dragon Boat Festival is right around the corner. One of the highlights is enjoying Zongzi, a delicacy originating during China's warring states period over 22 centuries ago. So making Zongzi at home is like a yearly tradition for most Chinese families. I'll be honest, it's complicated and time-consuming, but it's truly delicious. I will guide you step by step and go into every detail to ensure your success. So let's get started. I have got here some glutinous rice, also known as sticky rice. Fun fact, glutinous rice does not contain any gluten. It got the name due to its sticky and gooey texture. Therefore, the rice needs to be fully soaked in order to cook properly. Otherwise, the outer layer of the rice will gum up when heating and block the moisture from reaching the center. As a result, you will end up with semi-cooked rice dumplings. Usually, the soaking takes about 6 hours. If you don't have 6 hours to wait, you can soak it with hot water to speed up the process. Not boiling hot water, because we don't want to cook the rice. Just as hot as your hands can tolerate. Now the soaking will only take 1 hour. Just leave it on the side. We will soak some mushrooms because they also take 1 hour to rehydrate. Next, we will take care of the beef. I'm using chuck, but brisket or other stew meat will also work. Just cut it into bite-sized pieces and place it into a big mixing bowl. Grate 4 cloves of garlic. I love this ceramic grater because it doesn't hurt you, even if you rub your fingers on it. We also need ½ inch of ginger, grated finely. Add them to the beef. This is fermented bean curd. Yes, this is homemade. Here is the recipe. Check it out if you're interested. You can also buy it from the Asian market. I'm only using 1 piece today, but this is a pretty big piece. If you're using the store-bought version, you may need 2 pieces because they are smaller. Fermented tofu really adds a nice distinctive taste to your zongzi. If you don't have it, you can use the same amount of Japanese miso paste. The flavor will be different, but consider they're both fermented soy product, the taste will be just as good. Continue by adding 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, and 1 teaspoon of salt. I know, that looks like a lot of sodium for such little amount of beef. Don't worry, the meat will be surrounded by the rice and simmered in a large pot of water. The flavor is actually percolating from the inside out. Then part of the sodium will be released into the water, so the final zongzi will not taste too salty. ½ teaspoon of black pepper, ½ teaspoon of 5 spice powder. I will link this in the description. You can check it out if you want. 1 teaspoon of Sichuan peppercorn powder and 1 tablespoon of chili flake. These 2 ingredients create the classic Sichuan mala flavor, which means spicy and numbing. If you cannot handle spicy food, it's okay to skip the chili flake. Last, ½ tablespoon of brown sugar, which will not make the zongzi sweet, but it is important because it balances all the spicy flavors. Mix this really well. Let it marinate in the fridge for 1 hour. During this time, we will prepare our bamboo leaves. You are likely to come across 2 types on the market, dried and fresh. The fresh ones are vacuum sealed, and they are ready to be used after a quick rinse, while the dry ones require rehydration first. You can check my previous zongzi recipe to learn how to rehydrate bamboo leaves. By the way, this recipe makes 12 big zongzi, so you will need 24 bamboo leaves. But I recommend preparing a little more, just in case of some break. If you don't know where to buy bamboo leaves, I'll put the link in the description. You can purchase them online. Cover the bamboo leaves with a damp towel so they don't dry out. By now, the glutinous rice should be done soaking. Check the consistency by crushing the grains in between your fingers. If it is easily crushable, you are good to go. Drain the rice completely. Turn the heat to low and add a few tablespoons of cooking oil. some diced shallot and scallions. Stir over low heat for a few minutes or until they are golden brown. This will create a beautiful aroma for the zongzi. Add the soaked and well-drained glutinous rice and 4 teaspoons of dark soy sauce to give the rice that desired color. Stir over medium heat for a few minutes or until the grains become slightly sticky, so it will be much easier to shape and wrap later. Set the rice aside, and by now, the mushrooms should be done soaking. Take them out of the water and squeeze well. Add the mushrooms to the beef and stir so they can absorb some flavors. By the way, these mushrooms are very small. If yours are big, you may need to cut them. Here are 12 salted egg yolks. If you don't have it, use 12 boiled quail eggs. The flavor will be different, but quail eggs are also a popular item that Chinese people put into zongzi, so it will taste just as delicious. Now that we have everything ready, let's start wrapping, which is probably the most difficult part of this recipe. The first thing you need to do is to distinguish the rough and the smooth side of the bamboo leaves. The rough side has a convex stem, which should be facing out. The smooth side is non-stick. It should be in contact with the rice when wrapping. Each zongzi needs 2 pieces of leaves. Partially stack them together with the smooth sides facing up. The pointy tips should be in the middle. Flip the leaf over at 1/3 of the length, and then fold the side at 1/4 of the width. Open it up and you will have a triangular pocket. Use one of your hands to hold and keep the shape of the pocket. The other hand can scoop a few spoons of glutinous rice and spread it out inside the bamboo leaves. Add 2 pieces of mushrooms, 1 piece of salted egg yolk, and 1 piece of marinated beef. Cover everything with another layer of glutinous rice. Pack it tight and make it smooth. Fold the upper leaves over and keep it that way with some force to establish the shape. The hand at the bottom should squeeze the zongzi. Use the hand on the top to carefully fold the edge down. Do the same thing to the other side. Once done, pinch the end of the leaf and fold it along the shape of the zongzi. Use your thumb to hold it in place. There you have it, and now you can tie it with kitchen twine. This shape of zongzi is much longer than the zongzi that I made in my previous videos, but it does hold a lot of ingredients, so you do need to tie it with a few circles. Alright, we're done. The next step is to cook the zongzi. Bring a big pot of water to a boil and drop in your zongzi. Wait for the water to come back to a boil. Press them down with a plate. The water is not enough to immerse everything, so I have to add some hot water. It is almost full. I should have used a bigger pot. Well, I don't want to wash 1 extra cookware, so I'm just gonna deal with it. Partially cover the lid to prevent overflowing. Turn the heat to low and simmer for 2.5 hours. Once done, you can take them out. I can't wait to open one for you. There is something unique about bamboo leaves. It is so fragrant and iconic. This zongzi also has a sense of fried shallot and scallion. Just looking at the gooey rice and abundant fillings, my mouth is drooling. This is such a perfect zongzi. I hope you give this traditional Chinese food a try soon, and happy Dragon Boat Festival! As always, the printable recipe link is in the description. Go check it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more delicious and authentic Chinese food. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!